Hey there! Today's book is called Librarian on the Roof, a true story by M.J. King, illustrated by Stephen Gilpin. And they are in Texas. In Lockhart, Texas, stood an old library, the oldest in the whole state. 100 years ago, everyone in town visited the Dr. Eugene Clark Library to check out good books and hear the latest news. Crowds came to hear bands play and children sang in front of its giant stained glass window. But over the years, the books grew old and dusty, and people found newer, flashier places to go. The library grew quiet. One day, its creaky doors whooshed open. "Good morning!" Rosaletta Laurel, the new librarian, arrived with a clatter of heels on the floor and eyelashes as long as bird feathers. Her laugh rattled the stained glass. "Shh," whispered the library worker. "Don't disturb the readers." "Horse feathers! What readers?" Rosaletta did not whisper. The staff looked around, but couldn't find a reader anywhere. After Rosaletta arrived, the Eugene Clark began to change. New books and magazines arrived. She told funny stories that made the staff laugh. The library was no longer quiet. "Everyone should love coming to the library," said Rosaletta. "The rich, the poor, the farmers, the townsfolk. We're here for grown-ups and for children. By the way, where are the children?" No one knew. That year, Rosaletta planned a Christmas party for the whole town. Wearing the largest hat anyone had ever seen, she led the parade around the square. "What's on your hat?" a little girl asked. "My pet doves," Rosaletta said. "Come visit them in the library." But after the party, the children still didn't come. "The library's for grown-ups," they said. "The children need a place in our library just for them," Rosaletta told her staff. "We need more books. Picture books, mystery book, adventure books. We need tables just the right size, comfy chairs, colorful artwork, and computers. Lots of families around here can't afford computers." "Where will we get the money?" the others said. "I'll write letters and ask for donations," said Rosaletta. She wrote plenty of letters to big businesses and important people, but no one sent any money. "We can have a bake sale," someone said. "We need $20,000, and we won't get it selling cookies," said Rosaletta. "We need the whole town involved. Here's my plan, but I'll need your help." Rosaletta packed essentials, which included a tent, a bullhorn, a laptop, 2 cell phones, and a slingshot. On the Monday morning, the staff stood outside around her. "Be safe, Rosaletta." "We'll send you anything you need," they promised. When people in the street heard where she was going, they had questions. "How will she sleep? What will she eat?" "What I want to know," exclaimed one little boy. "How is she going to use the bathroom?" Rosaletta turned to him without batting an eyelash. "Librarians are very resourceful people," she replied. Then Rosaletta stepped into the bucket of the electric company truck. Up, 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 50 feet up. She stepped out of the bucket onto the roof. A city official came by. Startled to find the town librarian on the roof, he shouted, "Miss Laurel, we pay you to be inside the library, not on top of it. What are you doing?" She pulled out her bullhorn and addressed the gathering crowd. "I will stay on this roof until we have raised enough money for our children's section." News spread. After school, the children came to see Rosaletta perched there. The other librarians never camped on the roof, they said. Rosaletta launched water balloons with her slingshot while the children danced and played all afternoon on the library steps. In the evening, she blew them kisses and disappeared inside her tent. When the staff returned on Tuesday morning, Rosaletta already sat outside working on her reports. They put her breakfast in a bucket and she pulled it up, 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 50 feet up. She ate blueberry muffins while the birds sang in the treetops below. The town official came by again. Rosaletta, stop this nonsense right now. We are a respectable town. We simply cannot have librarians falling off the roof. Horse feathers! Respectable towns have libraries filled with children. Rosaletta did not budge. The high school band played and the cheerleaders cheered. Visitors and reporters arrived from everywhere to see Lockhart's daring librarian. The storekeepers and the hotel owners came to thank Rosaletta for bringing them business. They all left donations. The school children sent a pickup truck overflowing with coins they had collected for their library. On Wednesday, an employee called Rosaletta's cell phone. We just got a check for $10,000. Won't you come down? $10,000 is a lot of money, but it's not enough, said Rosaletta. I never do anything halfway. On Thursday, the sky clouded over and rain began to fall. Rosaletta grew cold and wet, but she still refused to leave the roof. On Friday, it poured down harder. The wind tugged the tent lines. The library staff started to worry. They slashed out the door and stood in puddles up to their shins. Please come down, they begged. It's getting worse. Rosaletta shook her head and crawled back inside her tent. Saturday afternoon, the sky turned green and the winds shifted. The news stations warned of tornadoes. The whole town of Lockhart feared for their beloved librarian. All night long, great gusts blasted across the roof. Rosaletta held onto the slippery rail with all her might. On Sunday morning, after the storm, everyone rushed outside. Rosaletta, are you still up there? Of course, she said. A librarian always stays on top of things. You did it, someone yelled. We have over $39,000, all for the children's area of our library. The crowd cheered for Rosaletta. Rosaletta climbed into the electric company bucket. Her clothes dripped and her eyelashes drooped, but she smiled at all who greeted her on the way back down. You mean we did it, she said. The whole town together. Today, if you look through the front window of the Eugene Clark Library, you will see shelves stacked full with children's books and tables and chairs just the right size. You will see artwork on the walls and a row of busy computers. Best of all, you will always find crowds of children who love to read and learn inside the walls of the oldest library in Texas. The end.